I bought Modern Warfare 3 so you don't have to, and a lot has changed since my last review with the beta. Maybe not gameplay wise, but a lot of external stuff has come to light, and I also want to talk about zombies because everyone is loving this version of zombies. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the official release of Modern Warfare 3 and help you determine whether it's worth picking up or skipping out on. I'm going to skip over the campaign since I'm sure you guys have already seen multiple reviews on it already, and I haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, it's pretty mid. Some even say it's the worst campaign of all time, which either Sledgehammer messed up big time or people are just overreacting. It can't possibly be worse than
Train go boom.
Anyways, let's move on to the multiplayer. As I said in my previous video, this is basically a glorified DLC for last year's Modern Warfare 2, and Sledgehammer even confirmed that there was internal debates as to whether or not the game should have been released as DLC instead of a separate game. With that being said, the game released at a whopping $70. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay all of that. I just sold some CSGO cases and skins, or I guess Counter-Strike 2 now, and I was able to buy the game for just $40 out of pocket, which is probably what the game should have cost to begin with. Thankfully, again, that's all I have to pay for the foreseeable future, as all cosmetics anyone bought in Modern Warfare 2 carries over to Modern Warfare 3, further proving the game to be a glorified update. I honestly never cared about cosmetics. The only ones I actually care about are the Call of Duty League skins. So if the new ones that come out are somehow worse than what we have now, I'll be set for the year. What also carried over were the Modern Warfare 2 weapons and any attachments and skin progress you had with them, but there's a catch. Since Modern Warfare 3 has a slightly higher time to kill and a few extra mechanics like tac stands and tac sliding, some of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons are kind of ass. I first thought I was being smart by carrying over my ranked loadouts to here thinking I'd get easy level ups, but I just ended up being garbage. At first I thought I was just adjusting to the game, but even after a while I wasn't hitting shots I would normally hit when playing Modern Warfare 2, and sure enough it was the weapons as they were crafted for the old time to kill and not the new one. As soon as I started experimenting with the Modern Warfare 3 weapons, I was doing just fine. I'm sure there are still some useful Modern Warfare 2 weapons you could use in the game to get a head start or to not fall too far behind if you're going to join late, but whatever worked in Modern Warfare 2 might not work in Modern Warfare 3 without some drastic changes to your usual attachments. Now onto the maps. We got some more, all of them being original Modern Warfare 2 maps fully remastered. We still haven't gotten any new original maps, but there are rumors speculating that we'll get some more Modern Warfare 2 maps from both the original and remake starting the next season, along with some maps and weapons branching from other titles. So what do I think about what we have now? Like I said earlier, all the available maps were launch maps from the original Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009, completely remastered. So if you really like those maps, you'll really like these. I only liked half of them back in the day, so my stance on them is the same as before. Maps like Skid Row, Terminal, and High Rise were breaths of fresh air, especially after going through last season's map pool.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
But maps like Rust, Wasteland, and Derail, they're just not fun, even in TDM. I can make an exception for Rust because I know that's the map everyone uses to grind out their camos, but when you're playing Hardpoint, Control, or even Search and Destroy, it's just really not fun. Speaking of those modes, a big problem that arises is that the Call of Duty League is confirmed to have Search and Destroy, Hardpoint, and Control as the main competitive modes. If you're a veteran, you could probably remember that 2 out of 3 of these modes did not exist back in 2009, meaning that none of these maps are prepared for them, at least on paper. I really hope Activision and Treyarch can find a way to make this work, as some maps are already out of hardpoint rotation to adjust the spawns, because we're gonna have one rocky season if they can't figure this one out. That being said, I am excited to see these maps in the Call of Duty League. We haven't seen them being played professionally since the MLG days, and since maps from other games are also returning, we're probably gonna get another throwback season similar to the Cold War season. I'm just waiting for a proper ranked mode to release, as that's where I spend most of my time with these newer titles. The only thing I don't like with the multiplayer is the new unlock system. On top of reaching a certain level, you have to complete a certain amount of daily challenges to unlock certain weapons and equipment. What's even worse is that you only get 3 daily challenges in both multiplayer and zombies, so 6 total, meaning you're going to be grinding the game for a long time if your goal is to unlock everything. There are bugs and glitches, but nothing too drastic. The first thing I noticed was that the grenade blast radius is completely broken. For some reason, they could go through walls and floors. Daily challenges sometimes don't track your challenges, though this does seem to be a visual issue as they still count towards unlocks despite them not having a visual indicator. So as long as you actually do the challenge and just remember to keep track of it in your head, you should be fine until this gets fixed. On rare occasions, the pause menu would glitch and interrupt your gameplay. And that seems to be about it, at least based on my experience. Skill-based matchmaking. Oh boy, this would not be a Call of Duty review if I didn't talk about skill-based matchmaking. My thoughts on it haven't changed for the past 5 years, and it probably never will at this point. Skill-based matchmaking is definitely a problem and that it should be toned down at the very least, but I think the bigger issue is that people take their pub performances way too personally. The Call of Duty community seems to base their entire skill level around pubs when pubs don't mean anything. You should not use them to determine your skill as ranked modes are now a thing. No one gives a shit if you have a 2 KD or not. Most pros don't even have nearly as high of a KD. If you want to earn the right to call yourself a good player, play ranked and grind as far as you can. If that seems too sweaty for you, you probably shouldn't be playing this game in the first place. Now onto the last topic of this video. Zombies. Most of you guys did not like the idea of this mode from the start as Sledgehammer decided to turn away from the traditional round-based mode and go for a more open-world DMZ zombies experience. I did give it a shot and honestly, it's not bad. Some clips have gone trending on Twitter showing that the zombies are a joke and that it's too easy. They were playing in Ring 1, which is the least difficult ring. The closer you get to the center of the map, the more difficult the game becomes. I've gone to Ring 2 and done missions there at most as a solo player. Ring 3 is the hardest and good luck even walking into that place as a solo player. It is absolute hell. While it is playable without a squad, this mode is made to be played with one. There are certain missions that are just damn near impossible to accomplish without having more than one player with you. You can squad up with people that are already spawned on the map thanks to proximity chat, which I think is really cool. It reminds me of Left 4 Dead, just with more than 4 people and the fact that it's open world, which is kind of how I see this mode. This is also an extraction shooter, so you can finish your missions, level up your guns, and extract with the equipment you have on you, making life easier the next time you want to play. And yes, the leveling system carries over between zombies and multiplayer, so you could use this mode to level yourself and your guns up if that's all you want to do. I understand why zombie veterans are pissed at this, but honestly, just give it a chance. It can be fun just to burn your brain out from multiplayer. So what do I think about this game overall? My stance is still the same as before. If you skipped out on last year's Modern Warfare 2, I do think this game is worth giving a shot. If you did play Modern Warfare 2 and you wanted more from it, this isn't a bad option. It's actually the better version, but I'd say wait for a sale. Even new COD games go on sale during the holidays, so if you can wait that long, I'd say it's worth giving a shot, and by then, most of the issues currently in the game should be fixed. If you didn't like Modern Warfare 2 at all and wanted something completely different, I think you're better off skipping out on this one. So that is going to be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on Modern Warfare 3 if you do own it? Even if you don't own it, what are your guys' thoughts on it so far? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you all later.